Please support me by subscribing to the channel and like this video. I met her for 7 minutes, and it changed my life forever. It only lasted 7 minutes. That's all the time I had with her. And somehow, it was enough to change my entire life. I didn't even know her name at first. It happened on a train. One of those long, quiet rides, where nobody talks to anyone. I was traveling back home. Tired, distracted, lost in my own thoughts. Just another normal day. Or at least, that's what I thought. The train stopped at a small station. The doors opened, and she walked in. I don't know how to explain it. It wasn't like in movies. No slow motion. No music. But something about her made me look up. She looked around, searching for a seat. And of course, the only empty one was next to me. She hesitated for a second, then smiled politely. "Is this seat taken?" she asked. I shook my head. "No." She sat down. And that's how it started. For a few minutes, we didn't say anything. Just the sound of the train. People around us. Normal. But then, she spoke. "Do you ever feel like you're in the wrong life?" I turned to her. That was not the kind of question you expect from a stranger. I almost laughed. But something in her voice was serious. "Sometimes," I said. She nodded. "Yeah, me too." And just like that, we started talking. Not small talk. Not the usual "where are you from" stuff. Real conversation. About life. Choices. Regret. Dreams. It felt strange. Like I had known her for years. Time started moving differently. Faster. But also slower somehow. She told me she was leaving the city. For good, she said. I didn't ask why. It felt like one of those things you don't question. And then she asked me something. If you had one chance to start over, would you take it? I thought about it. About my life. My routine. Everything that felt stuck. "Yeah," I said. "I think I would." She smiled. "A lot of people wouldn't," she said. "And you?" I asked. She looked out the window. I already did. There was something in the way she said that. Something heavy. But before I could ask anything else, the train slowed down. Her stop. "That's me," she said. "Too soon. Way too soon." She stood up. And for a second, I felt something I couldn't explain. Like I was about to lose something important. Even though I had just met her. She looked at me. "Hey," she said. "Don't stay where you're not happy." Then she smiled. And walked toward the door. Just like that. No name. No number. Nothing. The doors opened. She stepped out. And disappeared into the crowd. I just sat there. Trying to understand. What just happened? 7 minutes. That's all it was. But something inside me was different. And I didn't even realize yet that this wouldn't be the last time I saw her. I couldn't stop thinking about her. It didn't make sense. 7 minutes. No name. No number. No way to find her. And yet, she was stuck in my head. Not just her face. Her words. "Don't stay where you're not happy." That line kept repeating. Over and over. The next few days. Everything felt different. Same city. Same routine. Same people. But now, it all felt wrong. Like I was suddenly aware of how stuck I really was. I tried to ignore it. Told myself it was just a random conversation. But deep down, I knew it was. A week passed. Then another. And instead of fading away, that moment kept getting stronger. So I did something stupid. Or maybe the best thing I've ever done. I went back to that station. Same time. Same train. I told myself it was pointless. But I still did it. I sat in the same seat. Watched people come and go. Hopping. For nothing. Of course. She didn't show up. I laughed at myself. What did you expect? I muttered. But the next day, I went again. And the day after that. At this point, it wasn't about logic anymore. It was something else. Something I couldn't explain. After a week, I almost gave up. Almost. But then, it happened. I saw her. Not on the train. Outside the station. Across the street. For a second, I thought I was imagining it. But no. It was her. Same face. Same calm expression. My heart started racing instantly. I didn't think. I just ran. Across the street. Ignoring cars. Ignoring everything. Hey, I shouted. She turned. And for a second, I saw it in her eyes. Surprise. Then recognition. You, she said softly. I stopped in front of her, trying to catch my breath. I thought I'd never see you again, I said. She smiled. I guess life had other plans. That line hit me harder than it should have. We stood there for a moment. Then I said, I didn't even get your name. She hesitated. Just for a second. Lena, she said. I'm Alex, I replied. And just like that, it felt like we were continuing. A conversation that never ended. We decided to walk. No plan. No destination. Just talking. And this time, it felt even deeper. More real. She told me she had left everything behind. Her job. Her apartment. Even some people. Why, I asked. She looked ahead. Because staying was killing me slowly. That honesty was rare. Dangerously real. And now, I asked. She smiled slightly. Now I'm trying to live differently. I nodded. I understood that feeling more than I wanted to admit. Hours passed. And somehow, it still felt like not enough. Before we separated, I finally asked, can I see you again? She looked at me. Longer this time. Like she was thinking about something deeper. Then she said, maybe. Maybe. Not yes. Not no. And for some reason, that made it even more intense. Tomorrow, I said. Same place. She hesitated again. Then nodded. Tomorrow. That night. I couldn't sleep. Not because I was confused, but because for the first time in a long time, I felt something real. Something that wasn't forced. Something that didn't feel temporary. The next day, I showed up early. Waited. Watched every person walking by. 5 minutes passed. 10. 15. My chest started tightening. What if she doesn't come? 20 minutes. 30. And then, I realized something. She wasn't coming. No message. No explanation. Nothing. And just like that, she disappeared again. But this time, it felt different. Because now, I knew her name. And somehow, that made it harder. I stood there, trying to understand why. Why would she come back into my life? Just to disappear again. And that's when I noticed something. A small piece of paper. On the bench. Right where she was supposed to sit. My heart skipped. I picked it up. And saw 3 words written on it. Trust me, wait. I froze. Wait for what? And that's when I realized. This wasn't just coincidence anymore. This was something else. Something bigger. And whatever it was, I was already in too deep to walk away. I stood there, holding that piece of paper. Trust me, wait. That was it. No explanation. No time. No place. Just wait. For a moment I felt stupid. Like I was part of some game. I didn't understand. But something inside me told me not to leave. So I stayed. 1 hour passed. Then 2. People came and went. The sun started going down. And with every minute, my hopes started fading. Maybe this was it, I thought. Maybe I just imagined everything. I looked at the paper again. Trust me. Why? Why should I trust someone who keeps disappearing? I was about to leave. I even took a step away from the bench. And then, I was starting to think you wouldn't wait. I froze. That voice. I turned around slowly. And there she was. Lena, standing a few steps behind me. Relieved. But also nervous. You're here, I said. She smiled softly. I told you to wait. I walked closer. Why are you doing this? I asked. She didn't answer right away. Instead, she looked at me, like she was trying to decide something important. Then she took a deep breath. Because I needed to know, she said. Know what? If you're the kind of person who stays. I frowned. That's not fair, I said. You disappear, leave notes, and expect me to just wait. She nodded slowly. I know, she said. Then why? Silence. Then she finally said it. Because I don't have much time. My chest tightened. What do you mean? She looked away. For the first time. She seemed unsure. I wasn't planning to meet anyone, she said. I stayed quiet. But then I met you. That same train. That same moment. And everything changed, she added. Lena, I said slowly. What's going on? She hesitated. Then looked at me again. I'm leaving the country, she said. I blinked. What? Tomorrow. Everything went silent. Tomorrow. That's why you said for good, I muttered. She nodded. I didn't want to get attached to anything here, she said. Then why talk to me, I asked. Because I could not, she replied. That answer hit differently. And the waiting, I asked. She smiled slightly. I needed to know if what I felt was real. And I asked. She stepped closer. It is. That one sentence changed everything. But at the same time, it broke something too. Because now I understood. This wasn't the beginning. This was the ending. What happens now? I asked quietly. She didn't answer immediately. Then she said something I didn't expect. Come with me. I froze. What? Leave everything, she said. Start over. That same question. From the train. If you had one chance to start over. My heart started racing. Everything inside me was screaming. This was crazy. I had a life. A routine. Responsibilities. But also, I had doubts. Regrets. And now, a chance. A real one. I looked at her. She wasn't smiling. She was serious. Waiting. Just like I waited for her. Lena, I said slowly. I don't even know you. She nodded. Then don't come for me, she said. She took a small step back. Come for yourself. Silence. Heavy. Real. I looked around. The same station. The same life. The same version of me. I wasn't sure I wanted any more. Then I looked back at her. And in that moment, I made a decision. A few weeks later, I was on a train again. Different direction. Different life. But this time, I wasn't going back. I was moving forward. With her. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't easy. But it was real. And sometimes, that's all you need. Because the truth is, you don't need years to meet someone who changes your life. Sometimes, 7 minutes is enough. If you're brave enough to follow what comes after.